Hey, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for our daily videos on everything going on with Bitcoin, crypto, the whole market. In today's video, I want to talk about the outlook for Bitcoin's price in 2020, and I want to rely on a few experts that are referenced in this video. Make sure you watch the whole video today because we're going to start off asking the question, is the local bottom in? And then I want to talk about the indicators that show us that Bitcoin is soon to break higher. Make sure you like this video, hit the thumbs up, support the channel, and let's jump right in. At long last, Bitcoin is showing signs of life. In the past 2 weeks, Bitcoin has rallied by 20% from the local $6,800 bottom to where we sit today, now at $8,100. Although this recent price action has been deemed a relief rally by some analysts, more and more indicators suggest that Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency market are on the verge of returning to a decisively bullish phase. So question numero uno, is the bottom in? Over the past few weeks, analysts have been struggling, questioning, did Bitcoin actually establish a macro bottom at $6,400 in mid-December, and is this rally sustainable? Well, according to new analysis, yes, the bottom is in, setting the stage for the next leg of upwards growth. For instance, trader Byzantine General recently pointed to the chart below, which he posted on Twitter, as he depicts Bitcoin's recent price action and the 1 week relative strength index, the RSI, underwent the exact same pattern that they did in the previous cycle, with there being an RSI break under 40 in a bear market, then a relief rally, and then a perfect retest of 40 to kick off the next bull market. Not to mention Murad Mahmudov, the CIO of Bitcoin fund Adaptive Capital. He recently observed on Twitter that there is nearly no way Bitcoin is falling much further than it already has. This is a bold statement. He says, and I quote, "As crazy as it sounds, the negative 53% drop from 13,800 to 6,400 wasn't a full-out Bitcoin bear market, but rather, and unironically, just mid-bull cycle correction." This assertion can be corroborated by on-chain data from his partner, Adaptive Capital's Willy Woo. We referenced him in our video from a couple days ago. He wrote in a crypto viral tweet that Bitcoin investors' data activity is showing clear signs of bull market reaccumulation. Bitcoin preparing to break higher. While the bottom is confirmed, are there signs suggesting that Bitcoin is soon to explode higher? Per a number of prominent traders, the answer is yes, there are many. For instance, the Lucid Stop and Reversal, the SAR system, recently printed a buy signal on Bitcoin's weekly chart for the first time since March of 2019. When this happened prior, Bitcoin saw a 330% rally that shocked the collective cryptocurrency world. This signal has been eerily accurate on previous occasions too, flipping bearish prior to Bitcoin's 50% capitulation from 6,000 to 3,000 that took place at the end of 2018, and printing a buy signal when Bitcoin was only $2,700 in July of 2017, preceding a 670% rally. Now, on a less technical side of things, Bitcoin is now 4 or so months out from its next block reduction. You know this, the halvening. Halvening is 4 months away. Many prominent investors, including Goldman Sachs employees, have suggested that this event will affect Bitcoin's supply and demand dynamics in ways that will push the price dramatically higher. So I remember in 2019, when everybody was saying in 2019 that 2019 was the last year that the average person could buy one whole Bitcoin. Everybody thought 2019 was the last year this could happen. And if you could only afford Bitcoin at $3,000, that was the case. Well, now it's 2020, and one Bitcoin is still affordable if you have $8,000. But now I don't hear anybody saying that this is the last year that something like this will happen. But I'll say it. I think 2020 is the last year that the average person will truly be able to buy one Bitcoin And in the future, people will only be able to stack sats. Now, the question is this really fair to future generations, that future generations won't be able to buy one Bitcoin unless they have tons of money? Is this fair? And the answer is yes. It's just as fair as the fact that I couldn't participate in the American gold rush in 1849. If I want gold today, or if people want Bitcoin in the future, they're going to have to work for it, just like everybody else. Bitcoin's like the honey badger, doesn't give an F. There's only going to be 21 million ever created, whether you own one or not. And speaking of a positive outlook for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency going into 2020, I have two pretty big stories that you will admit are pretty positive. The first one is that Trees for the Future becomes one of the first climate-focused nonprofits to accept cryptocurrency donations. They're not using BitPay, and the reason this is big is because they actually articulate in the press statement why they want to accept cryptocurrency donations and why somebody would want to send crypto to them rather than cash. And then also, Illinois legalizes blockchain contracts, and we're going to find out about that in 1 second. But first thing is first. Regenerative astroforestry nonprofit Trees for the Future, Trees, is now accepting donations made via Bitcoin, Bcash, ETH, Litecoin, Zcash, and the Gemini dollar. They say, we're ecstatic to offer this avenue of giving to people who want to help end hunger, end poverty, and end deforestation with trees. This is according to Director of Development Jennifer Tepper. She says, donors make our work possible, and it's important for us to make that process easy and mutually beneficial. Cryptocurrency hodlers donating to Trees are directly impacting the organization's efforts to end hunger, end poverty, and deforestation. Beyond supporting a meaningful cause, there are incentives to donating crypto. They say there are two major factors for why people donate cryptocurrency. This is according to Alex Wilson, who is the co-founder of the Giving Block. That is who are the Giving Block is who they're using instead of BitPay, so that's good. The first reason people would want to donate crypto is the tax incentive. Because the IRS classifies crypto as property, that means that donors do not have to pay capital gains tax and can write off the donation on their taxes. If they sell to cash first and then donate, that means getting hit with 20 to 30% in taxes. Second, donating crypto is faster and easier than using traditional methods. For most people, it takes just seconds to pull up their wallet and send a donation to their favorite nonprofit. As I said, they're working with the Giving Block. By working with the Giving Block, we've ensured that every cryptocurrency donation is a secure transaction. For donors, they can see their donation arrive into the nonprofit's wallet and forever have proof of that donation because of the permanent blockchain record that gets created. This is obviously a good thing. They realize the value the cryptocurrency is. They realize crypto is here to stay. And I would think more and more things like this would trend in that direction. And speaking of that, Illinois legalizes blockchain contracts. With the new year, Illinois becomes the latest state to recognize smart contracts and other blockchain-based records as legal instruments. Again, we're seeing a trend in the right direction. The state's Blockchain Technology Act, sponsored by Rep. Keith Wheeler, Republican, took effect January 1st, opening a slew of potential new legal scenarios for blockchain-based smart contracts. These contracts are now admissible as evidence in court, recognized as a viable alternative to paper-based records, and statutorily exempt from local taxation. A smart contract, record, or signature may not be denied legal effect or enforceability solely because a blockchain was used to create, store, or verify the smart contract, record, or signature, the law reads in part. Illinois joins other U.S. states in recognizing smart contracts in legal settings. Vermont led the charge with its 2016 move to make blockchain records admissible in court. 1 year later, Arizona passed similar legislation recognizing blockchain signatures. You can read this whole thing yourself, but again, the point of this video, the point of many of our videos, is that the world is trending in a particular way, and in my opinion, it's trending towards Bitcoin and crypto. meaning that Bitcoin, to say the least, is going to be here for a very long time. All right, that is it for me, my friends. Make sure you like the video, share this video with a friend, subscribe to the channel. It's going to be a great year.